It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dina.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley, and guys, we are the comedy storytelling podcast for the writing community, by the writing community, and we are so excited that you're with us today because we're going to be doing something a little bit different, guys. You know, you never forget your first time. And in this episode, guys, we're going to be rebooting our very first episode. But before I go any further, I am joined, as always, by the effervescent enigma of energy herself, Dina Saurus.
Hi.
Hi, Dina.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I see you have a special guest with us. We're not supposed to be having guests on our show yet, Dina.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go away.
Yeah, Midas. God. Yeah, that's our dog Midas, our first guest. For our audio-only listeners, Midas is currently dressed up as a clown, a circus clown. Don't tune into the YouTube version. It's fine.
Just subscribe. I actually have little monkey costumes for them for Halloween where a monkey sits on their back.
Oh, those are really funny.
Yeah, I think they're really cute.
That.
And then we also have little Target
God,
worker costumes too.
I bet that goes over really well. But, you know, before we get into this, because, you know, Dina, our first episode is a special episode, wouldn't you say?
It was the best first time ever.
Hey, don't look like that. Don't look away. You make eye contact with me when you say it was the best first time
Our
ever.
first episode was so uncomfortably awkward. I hated it.
But it was still really good. Now, listen, in our first episode, and this is why we want to do this reboot, we had no mics, like professional mics. We had no professional cameras. I was sitting in my work office. I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, we just have to.
You were literally leaning back against a wall like this for the whole conversation, and I was like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, what is this? It was like literally the second time that me and Dina had ever talked. But the worst transgression is this is before we were a truly complete family, Dina.
It was. I remember the first time I talked to
Sean.
So
it was a big momentous moment. And so before, you know, it didn't feel right to try to reboot this without the third member of our team. And audience, just want you to know, I've waited a lifetime, spent my time so foolishly, but now I found him. Together we'll make history. And I know it must be the producer in him that brings out the man in me. I know I can help myself. You're all my eyes see. And it feels like the first time. Like it never did before. It feels like the first time. Like we've opened the podcast door. It feels like the first time, and it will never feel away again.
You're done.
Never again.
Oh my God.
Producer Sean.
Did you hit me with some Foreigner? Because I'm into it.
It seemed appropriate. It seemed appropriate. Even though Dina was trying to fucking mic hook me off the
She was playing She was playing the Wrap It Up music.
Yeah, she was. Every time I try to make it just a little longer. But before we get into this incredible idea, Dina, talk to us about last week's episode with Carly effing Spade.
Oh my God, she was so good and so quick, and like that's what she said. God damn it.
Yes, yeah.
I'm always kind of like nervous going into episodes where we don't really know the guest. But no, she was great. She kept up. She destroyed me, and I don't know if I can forgive her for it.
And listen, I mean, her book Zeus and her Mythos series, so good. And we had such a fun time. I mean, cheese will never be the same. Asparagus will never be the same. I overthink getting into cars now because of Carly. Like, I feel like we had some moments, you know?
Okay, whatever you say.
Are you purposely making it awkward as if it's the first time you ever had a conversation with Dina? Because it's working.
Yes, that is it. Yeah.
It's really, really working.
Just-
I just got an intense anxiety chill up my spine in that moment.
I was so comfortable in that moment. I just didn't want to
You're
laugh.
so comfortable with just the silence. I know.
It just
I was
brought me
seeing
back
you
to
go
day
straight
one.
face. Sean, what was your favorite part about the Carly episode, man?
Oh man, I mean, you brought it up already, but the whole Dina chews anything that's in her mouth joke will live in infamy.
Oh,
And
do you chew your coffee?
I
Dina?
swear to God, I didn't set her up for that joke on purpose. She just hit it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, listen, it was so much fun. I can't wait to hopefully have her back on there again. But so guys, we're going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing on this reboot episode. We're going to be using the same rundown that we used, kind of going over the same stuff. Obviously, we're going to put...
We didn't have a rundown.
Hopefully... We not?
You had like
No, it was just
a napkin with words crudely written on it that would remind you of like discussion topics, but not like a rundown.
It was a Twitter DM, and we just said that we wanted to talk about life and see what happens, as Daniel put it. And then we were going to do the cringy copulation. That's all that we knew. And we wanted to talk about weird.
Yeah.
And it wasn't called
And
cringy
that's-
copulation at the time.
No.
Yeah, we didn't. We've come a long way in these times. And so, now that we're way more professional, we have our shit totally together. We got these nice mics
I
and
adjust
cameras.
my camera. To make
We've got our
everybody
shit
watch it.
together.
Yeah, and mostly we've just got Sean that makes us look good. Because that first episode didn't even have a video, so we want to give you that content back. Because that episode really was never meant to see the light of day. This was just a demo for me and Dina to be like, all right, like, is this gonna work, or are we just too incompatible?
And we found magic that day. Magic.
We found magic. Before we even get even further into that, so guys, let's talk about what lessons that we've learned. We'll go around the circle here. What lessons have we learned in this first year?
I'll go first.
Dina. Oh, would you like to go first, Dina?
Yeah, I would love to go first. So
okay, yeah, you can go
actually,
first.
you know what? Can you go first, Daniel? I'll let you go first.
I would
That's fine.
love to. Oh, thank you, Dina. Thank God. My biggest lesson I've learned is that's the best bit, the best bit that we've ever come up with.
I hate it. It's so stupid.
It's literally only funny to the three of us. I don't think anyone listening laughs at that bit. But
Bless.
Bless. I guess I'd say the lesson that I've learned in this first year is just that, sometimes you come up with an episode and you think it's amazing, and maybe it doesn't always get all the highest views. And sometimes
Hanukkah. Don't.
I love the
always about
Hanukkah
Hanukkah.
episode. It was a good episode. It was a good episode.
All 14
A good
views on the
episode.
Hanukkah episode were all Daniel, you guys.
But no, I think that sometimes it's that, not necessarily the quality of the episode drives views. I think that it's just, sometimes just relax, enjoy it. It's a little bit of a ride. And that's okay. Like, it's okay if our viewers don't listen to every single episode and they tune in, they come back, they catch up. I think it's just been such a great experience, like getting to know the writing community and everyone involved in it, that it's like, I guess just kind of taking a step back and just relaxing on the metrics a little bit,
Oh, go ahead, Sean.
I was just going to follow up on that by saying, yeah, I think early on I paid a lot more attention to how many views, how many likes, and all that. Now I just kind of go with it. Like, if something does really well, that's cool, but like, I'm not really obsessing over it like I used to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
Dina, what about you? What'd you learn, buddy?
I learned that you're really fun to make fun of.
That's fair.
I've made a
it's
whole
the
life
friend
on
that I
that.
always needed. Yeah, it's the friend that I always needed, was somebody that I could make fun of. I also learned that you're always going to be late.
I was early
And-
today.
And I don't know, I guess numbers don't matter, because I think that we make people, just a small little percentage of people smile, and that's worth it. Like it's
Absolutely.
good and it's great, and there's so many people that are like, we've made their day, and that makes my day and makes me feel like it's worth it.
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, and I think that's the biggest thing. And I've learned just getting to be a family with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I guess, Sean, take us a little bit through like some of the technical things that you've learned, whether it's the live shows or just some of the back end stuff that people might not know about.
Well, I've learned that most people won't notice a lot of the mistakes that I make in the edit. And I obsess over the fact that it's a mistake. And so many people will be like, I didn't even notice that.
Never noticed one.
So I try to beat myself up a little less over stuff like that. I learned that I like producing live streams a lot more than producing pre-recorded episodes because I don't have to spend hours editing it after the fact. I've discovered a lot of new tools that have helped make this job easier over the last year, and kind of streamlined processes in terms of editing or doing live shows or whatever. So yeah,
I mean, guys, if you didn't realize, we started out on Zoom, and then we were like, all right, well, we'll try to record it on this Audacity thing. Then Sean was like, oh, we could do YouTube, and then he found Riverside, and then went from Riverside to using what was our first
I
live
don't remember
streaming
anything besides Zoom and Riverside.
So for our first live stream, we went through Skype, and then I streamed it to YouTube using OBS, and that worked okay, but it wasn't the best. And then I discovered StreamYard, which is what we've been using, which is a lifesaver. It drives so much engagement in the chat, and it's plug and play. I don't have to set anything up really ahead of time except for like a background. And then in the midst of the show, I can swap everything around and show comments live and put banners up on the screen. You saw the giveaway tool that they added during our last stream. That was really cool. Shout out to the winners. Your books are on the way. Yeah, so discovered a lot of things that help make producing this show easier.
Yeah. And so, like I said, we've come a long way. We're more prepared. We've got better stuff. I'm still an 80s shock jock, and Dina still has the most beautiful, luscious hair in the entire world. So, without further ado, let's go into episode 1 like we're doing it like professionals now. So, guys, welcome to the reboot of episode 1. Dramatic music.
Mm-hmm.
Dramatic music.
No, don't do it.
Is that a cue?
Dramatic music.
Is that a cue? I don't understand what's happening.
I just like repeating myself a lot. So, just nervous to... Oh! So guys, welcome to the Don't Make a Weird podcast. For those of you guys that have never met us before, I'm Daniel, this is Dina, this is Sean, and like I said at the top, we are the storytelling, lifestyle, comedy podcast for the writing community, by members of the writing community. And, Dina, this isn't a show for kids, is it?
Why do you have children?
That's a great question. There's going to be a lot of swearing, a lot of sexual material. I'm going to be stripping randomly for no reason on every single episode. So if you have children, tell them to go to bed. Yeah, give them drugs. Well, I mean, not like bad drugs. Just...
Ask them why they were born.
Do not give your children drugs.
Okay,
please don't.
Like what about melatonin or something?
Do not give your children drugs.
Not without a doctor's.
Not a doctor.
Not a doctor. Yeah, and so guys,
consult.
Like I said, we've got a little bit of an open format. We like to talk about our life stories. We like to talk about our writing progress. We like to find some of the most disturbing erotic literature in history and read it for you. So why don't we tell us a little bit about ourselves? Dina, give the folks some of your background.
Oh God. What did I was supposed to have something prepared. Okay.
Oh God. Dina.
I graduated high school super, super young. I had
14.
Yeah. I had 2 college degrees by the time I was 16.
Uh-huh.
And I finished my last degree when I was 18 or 19, I don't remember. I don't remember what else is really Funny.
Yeah,
It was
so-
like your
so while the
11th or
rest of-
12th degree.
Yeah, pretty much. It was close. Yeah.
So while the rest of
Like
us
9.
were passed out somewhere on the floor after drinking heavily and failing our math class, Dina was on her like 10th degree. So she is the resident genius of our show. She is the smartest person in the room. You know,
Sean is
true.
way smarter than me. Not you, though,
She's-
Daniel.
She's a genius.
Yeah,
Don't,
not
don't
you,
listen to her.
Daniel. Yeah, you're not smart at all. And you know, so tell me a little bit about some of your. Oh my God, calm down, Miko. All right, that's Tom Lay on that mug. We haven't met Tom Lay yet. All right, Miko.
I don't know who that is.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of your kind of writing background? Give us some of your credentials, Dina.
I am a published author. I
Hey!
have a short story in the Heroes Anthology called Threads of Gold. It's about a spy. King Midas retelling as a spy, female, 31st century. It's dope. And I have a trilogy in the making. So I got a 3-book contract. And the first book will be out in 2023.
Yeah, Dina, after a
What's
year,
it
is
called?
still
Discerner's
not
Trilogy.
comfortable talking about
Thank you.
herself, but good job, Dina. I'm proud of you.
The Discerner's Trilogy is what it's called. I still hate talking about myself. Yes, thank you for noticing.
And
What about you, Daniel? Sorry.
what about me? I am a college dropout. I have no business being a writer, but I'm also a published writer, and I'm also in the Heroes Anthology by Lost Boys Press. I've got the Hanged Man. And I have my first book coming out in 2023 as well, called Thunderstruck. So hashtag I hate gnomes. It's gonna be a lot of fun, you know, so it's exciting. We are still amateurs, we still have no credibility, so really take any of our advice and takes and thoughts with just a huge grain of salt, guys, because
Honestly, you
making
could
up-
probably do better than just not listening to us, if we're being
Yeah.
honest.
just subscribe, don't listen. You know,
It's true.
listen
Yeah.
for 30 seconds, give us the view count, and then you can just be on your way.
Didn't we just say that view counts don't matter?
Yeah, we're hypocrites, Dina.
Hypocritical
Yeah, we're huge.
bastard.
We are huge
Mhm.
hypocrites. And Sean, why don't you give us some of your producing credentials?
I have 0 qualifications for doing this whatsoever. Never did it before. Kind of just faked it the whole way.
So, well, you now have a year of experience
That's
put
what
on
she
your
said.
resume. Oh. Oh man. So, you know, guys, we are now your professional writing podcast. And you know, we've got a couple rules on this show. Because we are definitely gonna drink, and we'd love for you to drink along with us. You know,
Responsibly, of course.
responsibly or irresponsibly, as long as you're at your house and there's 911 nearby. You know, Sean, why don't you
No,
tell them
drink
some of the rules?
responsibly.
Oh my god, please drink responsibly.
Okay, so we
fine,
play a
drink
game called
responsibly.
Buffalo. Daniel!
What?
We play a game called Buffalo where everyone has to drink with their offhand. Everyone here is right-handed, naturally. So everyone's drinking with their left hand. If someone is caught drinking with their right hand, someone will yell Buffalo and they have to finish their drink. If you try to yell Buffalo at someone who is not drinking with their right hand, then you get reverse buffaloed, and that means you need to finish your drink. And this game goes for life. On show or off. We're all in it for
I love
life.
consenting to lifetime contract.
Yep, you
Mhm.
you knew it as soon as you got into episode 2, Dina. Lifetime contract, kid.
Yeah, that's fair.
We also have 5 buzzwords. If you hear this noise, that means it's time to drink. That means someone said any one of these words: yellow, feet,
Are you really?
horse, cilantro, or coriander. I won't count that one twice. Or that's what she said.
Bless. Power hour, baby. And so,
I'm
yeah.
drinking straight vodka.
Why are you drinking straight vodka, Dina? What are you thinking? Do you hate yourself today?
It's,
Do we need an intervention?
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want all the
She's,
sugar from.
She didn't want to relive the trauma of episode 1 without a good stiff drink, you guys.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, we're
I was
about.
gonna also say
Yeah.
all of our drinking rules are on our website at dmiwpodcast.com.
Hey.
That's right. On the About page.
So
And keep them on your laptop while you watch us on the big screen. Thank
Mhm.
you.
beautiful. So guys, Dina, you got a little story time for us. Why don't you give the audience a little tease, a little tickle, a little ice cube on the the perineum.
Don't put
Isn't
an
that
ice
a
cube
plant?
on your perineum. Oh my god.
It's not a plant, Dina. It's not a plant.
Oh wait, do I want to?
You might
that?
also know it as like the gooch or the taint.
Oh,
It's the skin
Oh.
between your front entrance and your back
Got
entrance.
got it.
The fleshy
Got
fun
it.
bridge, if you will.
This.
Oh,
this
Lord.
Gooch. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about the time that I dressed in a disguise to stalk my friend's ex.
Perfect. I always love Dina's hijinks. So I can't wait to dive back into this one. But, we're going to get back into our first ever discussion segment. And we're going to talk, we're going to be using our namesake here, which is also one of the things that used to be a drinking rule. I don't know if it still is. But if we ever say, we made it weird or, okay, don't make it weird or whatever, then we have to drink. But Dina, tell
We
us.
totally stopped following that
Yeah,
one,
we
like
did.
week 3.
Yeah.
It wasn't that early, but it was within the first 10 episodes that we removed weird from the buzz list because it
Came up
happened
too
way
much.
too often. Yeah.
So Dina, talk about, a time that someone made something weird for you, or you made it weird yourself and ruined this thing forever.
Do you want me to talk about a time that I made it? Wait, no, you weren't supposed to give me that option. Shit, I was trying to repeat exactly
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
said.
it's not
Damn
gonna
it,
work.
You guys-
Daniel.
Damn it,
The
Daniel.
purpose of this exercise
I
is to
know,
go
I
through the
know.
rundown, not to recite it word for word, okay?
I just wanted to say that again, and then I was going to see if Daniel was going to trick me into a different story, and I figured that he would.
Oh, I absolutely would have.
And then we were going to argue, and it was going to be a bit, but he ruined it.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, no, how did I ruin it?
Classic
didn't know
Schmosby.
I didn't know what you were doing. You had you had an entire scene laid out in your head
I was
that
trying
I was
to
not
predict
privy
you.
that I was not privy to. Dina wrote an entire scene and is now mad at me for not knowing about the scene.
That's what it's like to be married, Daniel. You should know this.
To be fair, though, how
Okay.
you're describing it is exactly.
fair.
I would have done everything that you just said, though.
Yeah.
I
know.
absolutely would have. So you were correct.
Okay.
We just didn't have the trigger. So
Yeah.
what's the
All
time you
right.
made something weird, Dina?
So I was far too little. I have the episode playing in my head and I gotta stop. Okay. So I was far too young
Can we
for this to be like acceptable.
can we use the
What?
playback machine? Can we go back in time, Dina?
Oh shit, you're right. Going way back. Way back when. I really just gotta tell this story regularly. I can't repeat magic
You
twice.
can't.
Hold
Just
on.
let it happen.
Alright, so I was very little. Old enough to not be shitting the bed, but also old enough that I still shit the bed. So I don't know where that middle age is. I'm not good at,
28.
knowing how old kids are and stuff. I still think I still think that like an 8-year-old can't properly open a door. So
Yeah,
like
that's
I
so
don't
weird.
know
Like
how to
who would
age.
ever write that in where
Yeah.
where an 8-year-old couldn't open a
What
door?
an idiot. So I wake up after having this really super weird dream. It's the first dream that I ever remember having. And I was like in a jungle and I was a monkey riding the back of like a horse or a cheetah or something. I don't remember. It was some really fast animal. Anyway, oh shit, we're supposed to drink. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay. I woke up and maybe I pooped in that dream. I don't really know, but like something in that dream woke me up and it was super dark, so I couldn't really tell if I had actually shat myself or not. So I did the logical thing that a small child would do and I stuck my hand down my pants
Oh no.
only to find that I had indeed shat myself.
Did you sniff your finger like afterwards? Like was that the
I probably did if we're being
Good
honest.
God.
It's the only way
don't
to be
know.
sure, Sean. It's the only
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's definitely shit, you guys.
I probably went
Because
like,
it's possible for something else to be in your ass crack at this point. Sniff it and make sure.
That's just what it means to be
Wait,
human.
I have another story. Can we go off the rails? No. Okay, I'll focus.
No. Finish the story, and then I want to hear what you're saying because I'm interested.
Okay. So I did the logical thing, probably sniffed it, and I tried to clean up because I didn't want to wake up my parents and get in trouble. But in the course of like trying to find the light and get out of the room and clean up, I wiped my hand on my wall. Now, keep in mind, I have this super cute bed set. Then, like, my bedroom is bright yellow with this super cute, like, ladybug and butterfly, light blue pastel, perfect bedroom for a little girl. And then the walls were that color. So I wake up the next day after having cleaned everything, hid it all from my mom. I still don't know how she didn't notice shit in my underwear in the laundry, but whatever. Maybe it was normal. Yeah. I have no memory. I wake up the next day and there is shit, like a smear of shit on my wall. And it stayed there until the day we sold that house and moved. And it was probably like 4 or 5 years that it stayed on that wall. And every time I walked into that bedroom, nobody knew where that stain came from. And I was always like, I don't know, Mom. That's
so
super
weird.
I don't know, Dad. Yeah, what could that possibly be? You know, like, I don't know. Maybe an imaginary friend did it. I have no idea. Nobody knew that it was shit until the day that this episode aired, episode 1 aired. And I listened to the episode with my mother. And she came to the realization.
She had the realization all that time. I mean, listen, if she had just put her finger on there and smelled it, she would have known. But this is why we smell, Sean. This is why we smell.
Do you commonly do that to stuff, Daniel?
How else do you mark your territory?
No, he tastes it.
Oh, God.
It goes right to the tongue.
Oh. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Pieces of shit for breakfast?
Oh, fuck.
What a great bit.
God. But, I'm still...
I love inside jokes. One day I'd like to be a part of one.
So here's the thing, is that you've probably seen
this. It was from Happy Gilmore. It's not an inside joke. It's a movie reference.
Dina, can I go first?
And then she hit us with an Office reference, and Daniel should have laughed at that.
Wait, I have to tell you the other. I should have told you the other. I should have. I need to tell you the other shit story real quick. It's really short.
Give me the other shit story.
Okay, so when I was like a baby, still in diapers, like super, super young, my grandparents, my mom's mom, was at our house, and my meme, that's my grandma, had me on her knee. And said, wow, I think she needs to be changed. And my dad, dry, never breaks, never shows any emotion on his face, a lot like Sean. He literally looked at this woman and dead in the eye and goes, stick your finger in there and check.
No.
This woman, the mother of three, does it.
No. Why? Your dad is a brilliant bastard. My God.
Yeah. He was literally like, and he supposedly kept a straight face and went.
That's a power move,
and
dude.
just watched as she took her hand out and went, yeah, she does.
I feel like I should jump in here because I have a pretty horrific poop story from when I was a kid.
Please, Sean.
That I feel like the world needs to know. It's about that time my mom accidentally tasted my poop when I was a baby.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
It's true. She was making guacamole in the kitchen.
No.
In the midst of that, had to change my diaper. And when she was finished, she went back to the kitchen, washed her hands, and continued what she was doing. And when she was done, she looked down on her shirt and saw what she thought was avocado on her shirt.
No.
And she swiped it off with her finger and did one of those and instantly realized it was not avocado. It was poop that somehow ended up on her shirt while she was changing my diaper.
Oh, God.
Why do you have children?
And that was one of her favorite stories to tell.
Oh, God. I've never heard this one before. That's so fucked up.
Yep. It's a true story.
Oh, the trauma is real on Dina. Oh no. I'm never gonna be able to eat avocado again, Sean.
You're welcome, world.
Oh god, that's like, thank God that my kid's like out of that phase, but that is now my nightmare. Like, how did? Oh shit.
Yeah, for the uninitiated, like babies often have like weird colored poop, green poop, yellow poop, so it's not uncommon for it to look like guacamole.
Oh. Well, yeah, no, that's fucked up, man. R.I.P. Lori.
Should we end it here?
No, that's it. I got nothing. But okay, so the time that
all right, let's roll the credits.
Bye, Shannon.
Like, all right, so the time that it got weird for me, guys, is and I blame society, because this should be a normal thing that people can do for each other, but it's massages. All right? Massages got fucking weird. And I used to be that guy. I used to be the massage guy. That used to be kind of like, you know, my move. Like, I, you know, go rub the shoulders of, I was on swim team in high school, you know, rub the shoulders of the girls in swim team and stuff. Like, and, you know, sometimes if a girl came back to my place, like, hey, let me give you a little shoulder rub. And now, thanks to Harvey Weinstein and Deshaun Watson and all the other general creepy scumbags out there, and honestly myself, because it is a little fucking weird, Dina. Like, it's a little weird. Have you ever gotten a massage from someone that you were not dating or was not family or professional?
Yeah, and it made me super, super uncomfortable. Yeah, he was a creep.
I kind of want to hear this. What happened here with your massage?
We were at work and he just like came up behind me. I'm working on the fryer.
Oh no.
And he literally just comes up behind me and starts like massaging me. And I was like, can you get off me? I broke the salt scoop too, because I was like smashed it on the counter as a threat. And he like he just went all in for a massage. And I was like, can you fucking not? I don't think I cussed at that time, so I was probably like, can you not?
Can you freaking not, man?
Man.
Yeah. Unwanted physical contact with coworkers is like an extra degree of like weird, because it's like you have a working relationship, you know. I understand often that could be like, you can have a really close friendship with a coworker, but like it's often not the case. And for you to feel like you have that like privilege of touching a coworker like that, that's just gross.
Yeah, and for the record,
I'm I actually reported him for sexual assault for a different reason too. Not assault. I'm sorry, sexual harassment. I didn't mean assault. I'm so sorry. Sexual harassment.
Still bad.
And yeah,
alleged
still bad.
Assault. We'll say.
No, it wasn't assault. And everybody took his side, so I had to continue working with him, even though I had evidence and text messages.
Oh, yeah. That just that old fashioned boys will be boys. That shitty.
He's a highway patrol now.
Listen, it's just locker room.
Is that
talk,
Officer
okay,
Longwiener?
No.
Thank God.
No, it's Deputy Hansy.
Deputy Hansy.
Hansy.
There we go.
Wait, Tim gave me a massage before we were dating at work too, but I didn't mind that because he was cute.
Yeah, but he also probably asked permission.
That's problematic.
It's only harassment if you're not cute. That's the takeaway.
Yes, that is the takeaway.
That's totally permanent.
And for the record,
he did ask my permission.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the record, any of the massages I've ever given out, I've never got, well, except for like Sean or my buddy Josh. At that point,
how many times you just come up behind me and be like, "Hey, brother," like Buster Bluth, just like.
Yep. Yeah. No, I do that to you all the time. Yeah. No, I was gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna
like
say
that.
For like anyone that, anyone that's not like Sean, Danny, Josh, like my little like friendship circle, I definitely ask consent, but for Sean, no, I just go in for it.
Hey, brother.
We're gonna have to play a clip of that because that's pretty freaking good.
Oh my God. Clip it.
Clip it. Sean, can you clip that for me?
Sure, buddy.
Beep, beep, beep.
Just for the listeners at home, that noise is the clip it button.
That's the clip it button, clipping everything that I ever ask him to clip.
Man, I'm bullshit.
But yeah, no, thanks to everything else, massages are creepy, and I'm probably a predator now because of the number of massages. I mean, at least I haven't had to give them in a long time, except to, Sean and Josh. because, you know, my wife has scoliosis and she's like, no, don't touch my fucking back. So these massaging hands ain't what they used to
She
be.
doesn't like when you touch her feet either, right?
God, no.
He doesn't
that's
like
everyone.
feet. No,
Yeah,
he
she's
doesn't
okay
like
with
feet.
Yeah, that's me. That's
Oh,
yeah.
damn it. Why did you do that?
What the fuck?
Just so you guys know, Daniel did have to knock on his neighbors' doors and let them know that he's prone to giving unwanted massages. Against the law, he had to do that.
Yeah, I'm in a database, a massaging database now.
Just massaging though. It's not like a sexual predator thing. It's just like an unwanted massager database.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. But you know, one area that I would definitely never massage is the FEET. I don't do those. I don't do those because it's fucking disgusting. And anyone that's got that kink that says that they're into feet, I try not to judge. I'm into everything. Are we still gonna count that?
You said it. You spelled it the first time and then you said it again.
Did I really?
Moron.
You did.
Yeah.
moron.
Yeah, you moron. But yeah, no, like I support everything from furries to, you know, fuck squids and
No, we don't.
FEETs. I can't do. Do you know how do you feel about those?
So we had a guy. He was a groomsman at my wedding.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that he was into the stuff.
To the stuff.
With
The
Are you
illicit
exposing
things.
someone right now? Do we need a
Yeah, I
name?
am.
Yeah, we definitely need a name.
Oh my god, yeah, we need a name.
Let's see. I need something really creepy. What's a creepy
Jesus.
Poor
name?
guy.
Frederick.
Why am I blanking? We've
Yeah,
used
Frederick.
Frederick for someone else before. We can't use
Frederick isn't
Frederick.
creepy.
We can't-
Frederick.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Drop that. Drop it.
Did the dog kill an animal or something?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hold
I've
on.
got it, Sean. I've got it.
Fucking disgusting.
Clarence.
Clarence works.
Yeah, that's Clarence.
Clarence.
My
Now.
dog had a lizard. Okay.
Is it
A
dead?
lizard?
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah,
I
it was
know.
like a 4-foot iguana. It's Florida, you know.
Yeah, it fell out of the tree frozen.
Oh God.
Iguana drop.
Oh God.
Clarence.
So Clarence is the guy, yeah.
Yeah, he was at my wedding and I knew that he was into the FEET stuff. And because I knew that about him, every time I got a compliment from him about something in regards to my FEET, I didn't like it. It was an immediate, like, hide my FEET from him. Like,
So
nope.
wait, does
not
he
like
go
it.
around like professing his love for this thing, or was it?
Yeah, he was.
How does that come
he
up
was
in
like
conversation?
Daniel and he was like Daniel. He's very open about
Elbows?
those things.
Got it.
God, elbows
Got
are
it.
hot.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, and he would. Him and I also had like a very unique relationship, and he would like come to me for his girl advice and stuff. So I just knew like about.
Yeah.
I don't
His-
want to know how that
I
conversation
knew about his
went.
sex life.
Like so did he ever like come up to you and be like,
Mm.
I like this girl a lot, but her feet are kind of too big. Is it wrong for me to dump her?
God fucking damn
Yes,
it.
actually, we've had that conversation.
No, you did not have that conversation.
He'd be like, "They're too crusty. They're too big.
Dude,
I don't like them. She doesn't
like
take care of
isn't
them."
that like a George Costanza thing? Didn't he like dump
Yes.
people for stupid shit?
Yeah.
Like her toenail was kind of bigger than I wanted it to be, or something like that. And then
I
yeah.
remember that because then it rubbed off on Jerry because he was like, her ears are too big. And like,
Yeah, it was a glass breaking
Right, yeah.
situation. Yeah.
oh,
This is also the same man though that waffle stomped the drain. So take that as you will.
so you
Full
knew
circle,
Rance?
baby.
Hold on. No.
You knew Rance?
This is not Rance. Shout out Rance. We're not talking about Rance. Wait, this I'm trying to wrap my head around this. So he had a FET fetish and a scat fetish, apparently.
Oh,
It was one time. Oh, it was one time that he told me about where he just had to go. And he went.
The toilet
So
is
stop
right
it.
there. I've never seen a shower where the
That's what I
toilet
said.
isn't right there.
That's what I said.
It's like hand distance. That was a
Shut up.
conscious decision by Clarence. This was not a I had no other option situation. This was a I don't want to put my and listen, it is uncomfortable.
I wonder what would happen
There's
if I
nothing-
duked in the shower. That's what that was.
Yes. And like here's the thing. I get it. There's nothing more uncomfortable
Exactly the type.
than I have to poop and like I just got out of the pool or the shower or whatever, and you have to sit on that seat. Even if you try to dry yourself off enough, you're still kind of damp.
Post pool poop is the best.
It's like
What?
a water slide, baby.
What in the fuck, Dina? Episode over. I can't right now. I cannot.
Roll the credits.
Roll it.
It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast.
What if we actually ended the episode right there?
Part 2 is next week.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit. Oh god. So yeah, those are
I didn't
disgusting.
say in the pool.
I understand not in
I got
the
a story
pool,
about that,
but
though.
the worst feeling is when you're damp and moist and have to sit on the seat and wiping. Are you kidding me?
Well, I usually dry off. I'm not talking about. I'm just talking like post swim, dookie,
Like just like
boop boop be doop.
Guys, I think Dina's stoned tonight.
yeah, she might be. Dina, for the folks at
Listen.
home
She's
that don't
crying
realize,
laughing for the last 30 minutes.
yeah, Dina is the biggest pothead of all three of us on this show,
Mhm.
and
Easily.
Actively lighting it up. Wait.
She likes
Actively lighting it up.
she likes
oh god,
she smokes face drugs.
Face
she-
drugs.
She likes to roll up the marijuana and smoke it like a cigarette, you guys.
Marijuana cigarettes.
I had a story. Oh, I have a story about poop in the pool
Nope,
too.
nope.
Oh
we're gonna
god, no, save
We're-
that one.
Yeah,
Save that
we're
one. Too
saving
much.
that.
Can we move on from the poop?
Yeah,
Can
we've
we move
got
on
it.
from the poop?
This is exactly what derailed the weird quarantine party time. Is we couldn't
Yep.
get off of the poop.
And now a word from our sponsor.
All right. We here. Sorry.
Oh, that's where we should have ended it. I'm sorry.
We here at the Don't Make It Weird podcast want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Mel's Garden Shop. You can check them out on Etsy.com/shop/EMEL Garden Shop. They've got plants, they've got potted plants, they've got vintage plants and planters, wall art prints, clothing, some of the coolest mugs you will ever see. I promise you there will not be any yellow plants, otherwise Dina will have them removed. Again, you can check out ML's Garden Shop at Etsy.com/shop/EMEL Garden Shop. What?
Who said the Y word? I mean, it's in the fucking copy.
Oh, son of a bitch. Again, you can check out ML's Garden Shop online at Etsy.com/shop/EMEL Garden Shop. That's Etsy.com/shop/EMEL Garden Shop. And now back to the show.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Dina.
So good to see you again.
So we're going to talk a little bit about today about disguises, man. Disguises that you'll find in literature, storytelling. What are kind of some of your favorites or your pet peeves, Dina?
So, I hate with a fiery passion when people shower and magically they look like a different person. I don't care if it's been weeks since you've showered. I don't care if it's been months since you've showered. You're not going to look like a different person all of a sudden just because you got a little soap on your face and you brushed your
20
hair.
years younger.
Like, I wouldn't be recognizable now. Like, what? Yes, you are. And I realized that I didn't have, in our first episode, I did not have a book example for this because it was a beta that I had done. And I think I critiqued them on this too because it was literally the person showered and put on eyeliner and everybody was expected to believe that we weren't going to recognize them. And that drives me nuts.
Yeah, as it should, because I mean, you know, we joke around all the time about how, like, you know, the Superman is like the most minimal disguise of all time, but it's like, you know, kind of going off that, you want to know what my other pet peeve is? And still to this day, this still drives me nuts because even since we've done this episode, and it's been a year, I've seen this. I've seen this done in books that I've read where it's, we're going to stroll up to the mirror and look at ourselves. And then suddenly this is now the vehicle to describe ourselves. It's, yeah, Daniel looked at himself in the mirror with his roguish beard, his seafoam-colored eyes, and the laugh lines that creased his face, and he thought, damn, I be fine, though.
I mean, I have never, ever in my goddamn life looked at myself in the mirror and been like, oh my god, look at those green eyes and like that little wrinkle that we got going on there, and like, look at these sheets. I've never done that.
Yeah, because most of the time, if we're looking at ourselves in the mirror, it's like,
Oh god,
why am I awake right now? Oh god. Yeah, you're angry. You're angry. Most of the
how
time,
can I
when we
not look at
in
this the rest of the day?
So listen, we're going to do a little exercise to see how much we've grown. I want us, all three of us, we're going to go around the circle. We are going to take a moment, and Sean, you're going to have to play the piano music for us to describe ourselves like we are a character in a book, looking at ourselves in the mirror. Yeah, Dina, you gotta go first, buddy.
Oh my god. Mischievous glint in her green forest eyes, hiding the mystery within like a forest. And her lips stayed in a perpetual line like a bitch. I have no idea.
Beautiful, beautiful. Her line in the perpetual line like a bitch. Sean, can you describe yourself in the mirror, buddy?
I'm not a writer.
Oh wait, I forgot curls. Sorry.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say, how do you forget your defining feature?
Blackest night hair with spirals like a cathedral.
Ooh, there we go. That's literary, baby. Sean, I need you to use your narrator voice as you describe yourself.
I rubbed my eyes. I saw the most beautiful bags of tiredness. Remnants of last night's midnight snack still rest upon my beard. But do I want to fuck me? Yeah, I'd fuck me real hard.
He went full Buffalo Bill. All right.
It's all about the female gaze. You ain't got it.
You ain't got it. Daniel looked at himself in the mirror. His eyes bloodshot from lack of sleep. His once blonde hair darkened in the mirror. He looked at himself as the morning chill rolled in, his green eyes staring down in disbelief at his pebbly nipples that pebbled so hard in the mirror, like extra pebbly pebbles.
All right. You're turning this into something else.
Neither of you could be romance writers because neither of you are good at the female gaze. That's not at all how you're supposed to describe anybody. The remnants of my snack.
I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was evocative. I thought that
We're writing up a bio for both of you.
I just thought that Sean painted a picture with words, and I loved it. So I want you to know that.
You both need to love yourselves more.
I both need to love ourselves.
I thought my description was super hot. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was... Listen, all I'm going to say is I'll be in my bunk. We're all about storytelling here, and as such, we try to share a fun story each week. So without further ado...
It's story time with Dinosaurus.
Okay. So we're going back. Not that far, though. Just a little bit, like a little... And we're gonna talk about the time that my friend broke up with her boyfriend. And this story proves why disguises work and why I am a supporter of the Superman trope, I guess? I don't know, like, glasses on, glasses off, can't tell who it is. So, my friend had just... Yes. My friend had just broken up with her super shitty boyfriend. Like, we hate him, who's abusive.
He's super
sucks.
yellow. Super yellow.
Yeah, So, they break up, and it's been an amount of time. I want to say a month. I don't really remember. It's been too long. And he texts her because he wants to meet up. I am immediately, nope, not gonna do it. I'm prepared to murder bury in the desert somewhere in the Florida swamps. Gators will eat his body. It'll be fine.
That seems way more rational than a desert.
The Florida
to be honest.
special. Yes,
Yeah.
as we do, yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm prepared to just, nope, she's not going. I want to lock her up in the basement to keep her from going. That's how far I'm willing to go.
wanna
Kind of
go
like
full misery.
Daniel keeping our guest from that episode that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, yeah. Shout out
Ian
Ian.
Connery. So she decides that she's going to meet him, and they're going to go to Target to meet up, so that it's a public space. That's great.
Very romantic.
I'm glad that it's public. Yeah, super romantic. And I tell her sister, I'm like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go there and we're going to follow them. Now, her sister does not understand and does not know, because I went solo on this, that I am going to come up with a disguise so that I can physically follow them, not just like go into the Target parking lot and wait like her sister thought. I'm going to go inside and I am going to follow them. However, we didn't want her to know. Well, I didn't want her to know because her sister doesn't know about this yet. So we say that we're going to meet at the Dunkin' Donuts before they're supposed to meet at the Target, and then we'll drive over to the Target together. Not a sponsor. So I get to the Dunkin' Donuts and her sister is there studying with a friend, and I slide into the booth with my wig and my glasses on, and they just sit there. Nobody says hi, nobody reacts, they don't do anything.
They just let a random ass person just hang out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, have you guys never heard of like serial killers? Like, you should not be letting me just sit here with you at all whatsoever. So I'm just sitting there, and a few minutes goes by, and finally I'm like, are we gonna fucking leave? And they look up and they're like, oh my god, Dina. And I was like, no fucking shit.
To be fair, for anyone that's listening on audio only, Dina's got a wig on right now and glasses, and she literally looks like a totally different human being. Like, oh my god, do that smile again. Do that face. Oh god, yeah, that's it. That's the
Clip
one right
it.
There. Sean, can you clip that for me?
So I'm like, no, duh, it's me. Like, why would you just sit there and not say anything to a stranger that just joined you in your booth? Like, I literally slid right next to them like I do every single show. I slid on in. Nobody said anything. They just looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what are you doing? So, anyway, women out there, protect yourselves, please. Say something to the stranger. Scare that stranger off. Anyways, we drive over to the Target, and I'm like, I'm going in. And her sister's like, wait, what? Like, actually? And I was like, no, duh, I'm not going to sit in the car. I don't wear this for nothing. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to go inside.
Committed. Now, did you come up with code names? Because I feel like if you're going on any spy mission, you have to have a code name.
I don't think we had code names.
Well, if you had one, what would it be? What would be your code name? Oh, Dina.
What?
You look like
I don't know what it would be.
you look like Velma right now, so you're gonna be Velma. Your code name Velma.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
All right.
Velma.
And Sean, what's your code
All
name?
right. We're going to Thelma and Louise, sir.
We're gonna Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. My code name?
Yep.
Eagle One.
Eagle One. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be Sexy Platypus.
No.
Yep. SP for short.
Eagle 2 will do.
All right. Eagle 1, Eagle 2. All right. Velma, you're in.
Okay. So I go inside the Target and I find them sitting in the Starbucks. So I'm like I table hop a couple times trying to get closer so that I can hear the conversation. Nobody in Starbucks says anything to me. You guys should be concerned. Amp up your security. Radio a leader or something, because there's a creep that's table hopping, listening to these people that looks like a freak. Nobody says anything.
You look like you're about to solve a mystery with your best friends and their dog.
Not with those meddling kids.
Yeah, no, you were on it. You had
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Anyway, nobody says anything, and then they get up and they randomly decide to walk around the store, which is super weird. Why are we walking around the store pretending like we're shopping? Why were they pretending to do something? So
I do that like
I'm
3 times a
following
week
them.
at Target. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's a leisure
I'm
activity.
following them. That's the exercise for the day.
So I get those steps
Go to
in.
Target.
Not sponsored.
Steps are a sponsor?
Target.
Oh, okay.
Not a sponsor.
I thought he said steps. So I'm following them around, They randomly like stop in a card aisle, which to this day still blows my mind. Why are they in the card aisle? They were literally looking at cards together while having this serious discussion about why they broke up and why she won't get back together with him. And I'm like moving stuff, trying to like peer through like the little dots or whatever. You can't
doing
see
like
anything,
barrel
but I can hear
rolls,
them.
like,
Okay.
yeah, like doing gymnastics to get in there.
Shopping for a breakup card?
Oh God,
Does Hallmark make breakup cards?
they have to
should.
make a break. Sean, can you Google that?
I'm sure they do.
I want to know what a Hallmark breakup card is. But continue telling the story. We'll come back to this.
Okay. So we get to the clothing department, and she's like looking through stuff while still telling him why they're not going to get back together. And I'm like hiding in a rack, and like I look through the rack, and I'm like, psst. And she's like kind of looking at me, and like I get out of the rack, and then like I just kind of like stand there because his back is turned, and she looks at me, and she's like, "Oh my God, Dina!" Like she's mouthing it all, like kind of like Donna from Doctor Who. Oh. So, yeah, that happened, and that's how I got caught. And she didn't really fully recognize me until I took off the glasses. But
Yeah, I mean, listen.
The
you
Clark
look
Kent
like
effect.
Yeah, no, the glasses have
I
incredible effect.
was like,
It's me, Scoob.
So, update.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a card you'd give someone to break up. Like
Yeah.
if you were like a piece of shit who
Yeah.
didn't want to say it. That's apparently not a thing.
Yeah,
But they do have like cards that you give to someone
Should
who's
be.
recently been through a breakup. Like
Oh.
either like sorry about your breakup or like happy divorce, stuff
Ah.
like that. There's one here that says chins up, tits out, and onward.
Oh,
There's
oh,
one that
that's a
says
good one.
so long, dickhead. There's one that
Why
says
is it always
divorce.
the guy? Yeah, where's
Better
the
than
guy
ending
that-
up on a true crime podcast.
You know, next time we have Jess on, we're gonna make the Hallmark breakup cards. Like that's gonna be the game segment. We'll do like a little bit of
That should
pre-prep
be the game segment. Yeah,
we can sell that in the merch store.
breakup cards.
breakup cards. Yeah, for sure.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't love you, and I'm seeing someone new.
I'm going to put that on a postcard in case anybody.
Okay.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah, that's terrible, but I love it. I'm here for it.
I'm going to do it.
So Dina,
Are you guys ready for the Choose Your Own Adventure? Am I supposed to say that?
yeah,
Okay. So next week, you guys can choose from the guy that hid from the cops in my backyard, my worst breakup, or the first drug deal that I was involved in.
I like that there's multiple drug deals, and this worries me that this is the
this
case.
is just the
here.
first of many. Also, can we clarify whether or not there was a greeting card involved in that breakup?
Yeah, was there a greeting card?
Nope.
What if we put music to it? Would that have
Shame.
helped? Yeah. That's
Shame.
shame.
A music breakup card? What song would it be?
Yeah, well, hey.
Um,
With or without you.
Oh, that's a. What would you want on your music? That needs to be
I
our.
got 99 problems and you won't be one. Like what?
Oh,
Whoa.
99 problems. That'd be a banger of a breakup card song. That might have to be like our Twitter question, and just see if people can come up with answers. Maybe we'll do like a giveaway or something. What would be your breakup song to put in a breakup card? That's a good one. Yeah.
We will ask.
All right.
Probably something Taylor Swift related.
Yeah, it's got to be T-Swizzle. All right, Dina, hit it.
Every week, we celebrate some of the worst erotic literature in history as selected by the Literary Review, a British literary magazine, in a segment that we like to call CRINGEY COPULATION. These are real excerpts from real books intended to be taken seriously. This week's excerpt will be read by Daniel and is from The Office of Gardens and Ponds by Didier Decoing.
Oh yeah, give
Didier,
that the coin, baby.
Didier Decoing is a French writer who received the Prix
Prix
Goncourt
Goncourt?
Prix Goncourt? Okay. In 1977 for his novel John Yifner. In 1995, he became secretary of the Académie Goncourt. What the fuck?
no idea.
Is this a different language?
It's French.
Baby,
It's definitely
come and
French.
Goncourt.
Jennifer then? John Jennifer?
All right, here we
Français,
go.
baby. Parlez-vous français?
Parlez-vous français?
Les petites piou.
Katsuro moaned as a bulge formed beneath the material of his kimono. A bulge that Miyuki seized, kneaded, massaged, squashed, and crushed. With the fondling, Katsuro's penis and testicles became one single mound that rolled around beneath the grip of her hand. Miyuki felt as though she was manipulating a small monkey with a curling up its paws.
It's still just as surprising the second time around.
It did not
That's
get
what
any
she
better.
said.
It didn't, man. That had to hurt so bad. Like, we're kneading, rolling, where the balls are indistinguishable from the shaft. The body isn't supposed to move this way, Dina.
It hurts, you guys.
I don't know about you guys, but
As a woman,
As a
I know
woman.
exactly what testicles are supposed to do.
Try giving childbirth, motherfucker.
oh god, no, it's so horrible. The kimono still just feels like it's out of place. it still feels
That
wrong.
feels wrong. I mean, like this reeks of like the Cosmo like bad sex advice where it's like, just give it a fucking Indian burn, man. Just, fuck it. Like,
I don't
Make
know
sure
about you
he's
guys,
wearing
but
his
Cosmo was
kimono.
where I got
Yeah,
all my
yeah. for,
Oh, yeah. Actually, no, it was Maxim magazine for me.
oh, bless Maxim. So Dina, what I need you to do is I need you to go back and read this to Tim and let us know if he's interested in you
Don't
performing
read
the
it to him.
act.
Just
that was
buy him a
described.
kimono and knead his genitals.
Hey Tim, I heard you had a long day.
I read this in Cosmo.
The experts say that it will really help our sex life.
I just can imagine you just lying there in bed
Apparently,
and
this
just,
is
yeah.
what all the celebrities
get,
are
like,
doing.
little-
That's
pop.
what this is what Gwyneth Paltrow came up with in the
This is
group.
the Hollywood foreplay right here, you
Oh,
guys.
Jesus. Oh god, it's fucking horrifying. It doesn't get any better. And you know what? Like, I feel like I would be desensitized by now since we've had so much sex with food in our stories.
To clarify, no one here has had
We've
sex
read
with
about
food.
it. No.
Almost no one here.
Oh,
Beautiful. Beautiful. Bless. Well, guys, thank you so much for being along here with us as we got to redo our first time. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. I hope you enjoyed some of the behind the scenes.
Don't we all wish we could go back?
Yeah, we just wish you could go back and enjoy that first time.
Back
all
to the
over
cult
again. Back to the
before
cult.
all this happened.
And a much simpler time.
the cringy copulation.
Yeah, back before I knew about needing a man's genitals.
Well, we need them, but we don't
It's
need them.
it's
Yeah.
need with KN.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, blessed day. But guys, thank you so much for being on the show with us. We love you guys. We love being able to do this again. And season 2 is going to be amazing because we have unbelievable offer. Okay. Dina, tell.
You know what, guys?
All right, roll the
I
credits.
think I know. Oh.
No, it's going to say tell them who's showing up next
It's
week.
the
Dina.
Don't Make It Weird podcast.
Dina, who do we have next week?
I was just going to say, looking at this, think I know why God didn't give me red hair. It's not a good look.
What? You are fabulous.
This is bad.
Listen.
Well, to be fair, your hair is pretty fucking great
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
crazy curls and
Just
shit.
think-
So, like, you just
Dina, think this is what your daughter with Thomas Anthony Lay could look like.
I accept
Who's that?
this.
Yeah, I don't know.
we haven't met him yet.
Thomas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thomas who?
Anthony Lay.
Not
Thomas?
Nisus?
Thomas?
Yeah, I think it's
Thomas.
pronounced Thomas.
I just,
Yeah.
guys,
With a hard
Thomas.
H, hard TH.
hey, guys, I hope that someday we can find someone that can watch over us while we sleep and keep us safe at night.
Think Pickle be
Bless.
praised.
Pickle be
Bless.
praised. Shannon bless. All right, guys. Next week we have Chris Thomas on with us, and it's going to be so much fun. man, it's going to be a great season. We can't wait for you guys to be with us. It's going to be even bigger, badder, better. And we hope you guys are here for the long haul, man. Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DinosaurusD. That's D like D.
And guys, you can find me on Twitter at DanQ That's DanQ singular. Because
It's
You
dank.
mean dank?
It's dank. DANQ.
No,
I
dank.
think-
no. How
Yeah,
dare all
that's
of you?
dank.
How dare all of you?
The audacity.
The
of this
audacity of this bitch. Producer Sean, where can the folks find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter at Shaceholdu.
And what do you eat?
What are you gonna
that, man?
Oh, Kelly ordered in from Amici's East Coast Pizzeria, not a sponsor.
Oh,
Could be.
you
Could be. You listening, Amici's?
Yeah, man.
This is your grand opportunity. You need us.
You need us.
Become a sponsor. Also, pay for my pizza. I'm having a hot Philly pizza tonight.
Do you think?
Thank you very
Do you
much.
think that they would knead their dough like Miyuki needs his penis?
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Roll the credits.
See you guys next week,
Bye,
jazz
jazz
hands.
Don't Make It Weird, hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dinosaurus. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme music by Amaria. You can find the video version of this show on our YouTube channel or the audio-only version wherever you download your podcasts. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and it helps us out a ton. Have a message for Dina or Daniel? Leave us a voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD and we'll listen to it on a future episode. Thanks for making it weird with us, and we'll see you next time.